We are predicting DLC, baby. We're going to be back in full force. You all better start commenting about who you want for DLC. Don't you dare start putting live action things again. I'm going to find you. Also, stop thinking Garfield's going to be in the game. They all think Garfield's going to get in the game because Nickelodeon, I think, owns the IP of Garfield. And welcome back to DCM, Doritos, Connections, and Mountain Dew. I'm your host, Howard Miller.
I'm your co-host, David. Hello.
Hi, how are you? So apparently, the GameInformer has just done a Q&A with Ludocity CEO Joel Nyström?
Nyström. I'm gonna say that sounds correct.
So they did a Q&A, and we're gonna go over this because it reveals a lot about the upcoming title, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. We are listening to the fans. They want more coverage, of course. So we're going to go over this. We're going to pick out what's neat. So first things first is how did the team decide? So how did the team decide? They picked whatever they wanted. They wanted fun characters, which is why we got Nigel Thornberry and like Powdered Toast Man.
Mm-hmm.
They just picked they'd be fun, but this is the first big one. Are we going to expect any live-action Nickelodeon characters to show up? Not only is there none in the base lineup, they are not looking into any future characters for it either. And you know what? Good.
We can't play as Drake Bell.
Yep. And also, all those people wanting Harvey Danger and Mr. Fantastic or whoever that loser was, you ain't getting it. Because they're dumb. Because it's a baby show. And we're not getting live-action characters from it. Good. When I think of Nickelodeon, I don't think of that show. I think of Powdered Toast Man.
Do you, though?
I think of Powdered Toast Man way more.
Than Harvey Danger? That's fair, I guess.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. I think Nickelodeon should be remembered more for cartoons and their garbage live-action programming.
Yeah.
Like, even though there are some bops like Drake and Josh and The Amanda Show.
Now, if we were to get another Cartoon Network fighting game and we had Andrew WK in there as a fighter for Destroy, Build, Destroy, I wouldn't mind that.
That's a meme character.
Yeah.
Like, he totally should do that's fine.
Yeah.
We like a good meme. We don't like boring stuff. Now, another question is they're gonna discuss the release of Avatar characters, which we'll get to that in a second. But a lot of these questions, essentially, they were hyper focused on making this a competitive fighting game. Which, do you know what this means, Dave?
No.
It means that if they went in with it being a competitive fighting game, Nickelodeon themselves said, sure, that sounds good. That means at EVO, the fighting game tournament, do you know what's going to show up? Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. They're focusing really hard on promoting games that have rollback netcode, right? Because COVID, you have to play separately. It's hard to play next to each other. So this game might be like actually at EVO. Which is insane because everyone's like, why isn't Naruto in it? Well, honey, because it's not built for competitive, it's built for casual play. This is actually going to be built with the competitive mindset, which is really funny to think Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is going to be built on a professional level. Which is bonkers.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers. But now we have the nail in the coffin for all you kids. Now I have to explain this because we have a lot of younger people in our audience. Making fighting games, especially competitive ones, takes a lot of time, money, and resources. It does not take a lot of money to make a character in Naruto Ninja Storm, which is why there's about 150 characters in the roster at the end. Because it's easy to make, because all the characters play the same. How do you make characters be individual? That costs time, money, animation. So sad news, at launch there's going to be only 20 characters. They have revealed 17 of them. We're going to spoil the last 3. So on the box cover there's Korra and Aang. Someone launched the game on the Xbox and for a split second they took a picture. The last character's Toph. Also from Avatar. So that's all 20 right there. So we know Toph is going to be the last big reveal that hasn't been leaked from the cover. Now leaked.
Yeah.
It's Toph. So roster-wise, honestly, I have one main gripe about the roster. No villains.
Yeah.
Absolutely
No villains. I didn't even realize that.
We have a good amount of female representation, a good amount of like all the eras of Nicktoons. Even though the 2000s Nicktoons is essentially just Avatar and Danny Phantom, but then again, that was the thing about it anyway. But honestly, I think it's like a solid like B.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Roster, maybe A.
Yeah.
And apparently there's going to be 2 more after launch, and additional DLC characters will be revealed after that. Stay tuned. We are predicting DLC, baby. We're going to be back in full force. You all better start commenting about who you want for DLC. Don't you dare start putting live action things again. I'm going to find you. Also, stop thinking Garfield's going to be in the game. They all think Garfield's going to get in the game because Nickelodeon, I think, owns the IP of Garfield.
Okay.
But Garfield's not a Nicktoon. They just own it.
I'm just going to look this up.
Yeah. Hold on. Look it up. I think Garfield is owned. I think they own it now.
The Garfield website. Garfield is now part of the Nickelodeon family.
I'm sorry, but if you think of Nicktoons and you really want Garfield, I think you're like, I don't think you like Nickelodeon. I don't know if that's a hot take.
Also, who cares about Garfield unironically?
I mean, other than like Garfield Cart, like
that. Okay, that's
fair. If your thing is like, dude, who's the next Nicktoon to get in, and you go Garfield, I don't think you watch other than like 2 Nicktoons.
No.
I don't think you're. I'm gonna gatekeep so hard. They also a lot of people wanted Transformers in too.
When was Transformers ever Nick?
I think maybe.
I know Transformers Animated was on Cartoon Network.
I guess.
And then Prime was on the Hub, and I think that's where whatever the current show is, that's not the Netflix one. I don't recall Transformers ever being on Nick.
I don't know. These people's, and I thought we had the weird requests. People had wackier requests. We at least were grounded in some reality, I guess. And I guess is this the? Oh yeah. So another thing is about the voices. We actually reported that there was going to be no voice acting in it, and here we have it from the guy himself. That they were focused on the best possible gameplay experience for core brawling fans and Nickelodeon fans along the globe. It's not as straightforward as you think, and we continue to build Nickelodeon an all-star Brawl franchise. We'll be reviewing all options, which may include VO voices down the road. So first of all, they're already preparing to franchise this game. Let's get hyped.
Excellent.
Let's get hyped.
That is what I like to hear.
But yeah, we're not getting voices, which I saw people edit the trailers to include voices, and it actually makes the game feel way more full, I guess is the way to do it.
I mean, I don't see why. I don't see any reason they can't just use stock voice clips from the shows.
Archive footage? Yeah, I don't. Because they have all the voice, because it's not like they have a master where you can't separate the audio and the music. As you can see with the leaked Angry Beaver's final episode, they have a separate track where all the audio is for everything, and there's also that audio of the tape of the uncensored Sailor Mouth episode of SpongeBob. So there is archival footage of the audio tracks.
Yeah, so there really should be no reason that they can't just take archival stuff and put it in the game.
Even though
I understand it'd be difficult to get every voice actor for these characters in to provide lines, but just to get archival stuff, it seems pretty easy.
Yeah, and let's see. Let's see. Oh yeah, and here's another fun one. Did your team have any issues with Nick allowing certain characters in the game? Not at all. There were a small number of characters that had global licensing issues, but apart from those, Nickelodeon has been up for all of our suggestions. So Nick's ready to play ball with literally anyone.
So we can get the Penguins of Madagascar.
Well, see, global licensing...
You can get Mort.
Global licensing is the thing I read, which apparently Fairly Odd Parents has some global licensing issues.
Oh, really?
So I think we're not going to get any, or it's going to be really hard to get Fairly Odd Parents representation, which, unless it's the Crimson Chin, good. Thank goodness we don't have it. Just like SpongeBob.
In wake of Norm Macdonald's passing, I would not mind having Norm the Genie in.
Yeah. You know what? Sure. Also, what was the other? Jorgen von Strangle.
Jorgen von Strangle.
We're okay with all these options.
Yeah, but not Timmy. Not Timmy.
Not Timmy. I saw someone said, hey, let's do Timmy with Cosmo and Wanda, and then for new fans, let's get Chloe with Poop and Sparky. Hot take. No one likes Chloe, Sparky, and certain people are waiting on Poop.
Yeah.
Why would you have, yes, for all fans, the character people like and the character no one likes? Wow, man. Really bringing the audience together. Also, will music from these beloved TV shows be used for the game? The music is all new, but just like everything else, heavily referenced source material. No archival music either.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing, I think.
It's a good thing, yeah, because I'm sorry, but like it'd be really weird for like the public domain Hawaiian music to be playing while I'm beating the crap out of Invader Zim. It'd be funny, but like being like do 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 as I'm like throwing a rock at a dog's face.
No, I think that's good. Like having callbacks and like to reference this boy right here, the score to Godzilla King of the Monsters. It was a largely original score, but it called back to a lot of the original themes from those movies, and that's why that score is phenomenal.
Yeah. And the final question is, do we have a confirmed release date you can share? October 5th, baby!
Let's go!
Quoted word for word.
That's what it says. I'm looking at it right here. I can attest.
So, while I am...
Howard would never lie to you. To me, maybe, but not to you.
Not to you. I am a little disappointed that the roster is pretty bare bones.
I agree.
But if they're focusing on the fighting and they're like really going forward with making this a franchise and improving the game, I always support that. I always think the rushing out sequel after sequel, really not that good. But if you just have one game and you just flesh it out over the course of a few years, that's like a worthy investment.
Yeah.
The game isn't even full retail price.
How much is it?
I think physical copies are 50. Base game itself's 40.
That's not bad.
If you get it digitally.
That's not bad at all.
And again, there's no DLC prices, but there is 2 characters they're going to add, which might be... Because when it comes to fighting games, once the game goes golden, you still have some extra money and some extra time before the game comes out, so you can actually start working on DLC characters. So these could be 2 characters they've been working on since the game went gold. So who knows? Maybe they couldn't get the licensing at the last minute, or maybe they couldn't flesh out the move list.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something we can have. We're going to keep our little list of characters we made, because so far we have 2 we got right. We got April, and we got
We're 2 for 2, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, out of the 2...
We can't fail.
Out of the 2 that we could possibly guess, we got them both right. And
to be fair, we guessed a lot of characters.
Which was somehow still less than what most of our audience wanted. But we out of the 2, which actually April and Toph were like on almost no one's list.
Yeah.
I think one person wanted April. So
and no one wanted Toph, I remember.
Yeah, no one wanted Toph, and if there was an Avatar character, it was Aang and Zuko.
Yeah.
At most. So that's
not even Azula?
Not even Azula. Which, you know what, I think if they were to start adding villain characters, I do think Azula is
would be a good first start.
Azula and like Plankton.
I feel like there's already enough SpongeBob characters.
But like for a safe character, like
let's
say if they patch in 2 characters, right? Who would be like the 2 safest people would get hyped? Now I'm thinking like Azula could be one, Shredder's a good one.
Shredder would be my go-to.
Plankton in a mech suit could also be fun.
Can we have Plankton, but from the second SpongeBob movie where he's just a buff dude?
That would also be really funny. But if we look at our list, right? Like again, safe characters. Maybe throwing in fan favorite. Everyone wanted Jenny. Maybe throwing in Jenny.
Yeah.
Maybe, and then maybe if the people are as based as we're thinking of, they finally do it. They put in Fanboy and Chum Chum. They do it. But or Jimmy Neutron
There's still no Jimmy Neutron representation at all, is there?
Nope.
Wow.
Not one.
That's very surprising actually.
Yeah, no Jimmy Neutron. They didn't also throw in Miku, which a lot of people were from Glitch Text, which people were really thinking that they were going to put her in.
Why'd you put that on mine? I didn't.
No. This was just stuff we added.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't even know who that is.
No. When we were doing reaction, we
Okay,
added three.
right.
We added Hugh, Ultralord, and Miku.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Miko. So, I don't know. I'm excited for the game. I had it pre-ordered. Dave, you don't. I don't know if you pre-ordered.
Not yet, no.
Well,
But I probably will.
Yeah, it looks like Dave's gonna make some trips to Casa Miller so we can get our full review going because we're gonna review this game so hard.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna keep track of this. And for all your Nick updates, please make sure to just tell us you like the Nick videos. A comment saying good job, guys. Keep up the good work. But if you guys want more Nick videos, all you gotta do is just tell us.
Yeah. We'll keep making Nick videos until we die, if need be.
I didn't sign up for that.
Well, you did now.
Aww. We'll see you next time, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.
Oh, and also tell us who you want for those 2 characters. Give us 2. You can only do 2.
Only 2.
I don't want to go through a list of 100 characters like that one guy did. No, 2. 2. You get 2 picks. Got it? 2. Bye.